never did me any good. I ain't got to knock on wood.
Let's go.
It's you and me forever.
She ate this. What's up, you guys? We've got the life of a showgirl.
I heard you calling on the megaphone. You wanna see me all alone.
Y'all better get up. Grab you a snack, grab you a drink, roll one up, because this is about to be a first time reaction and also a review today. But I want y'all to, party with me, hang out with me a little bit. Come on, man, we got Taylor Swift. Let's go, TS12. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the freaking Patreon, to the freaking channel. How are you guys doing today? I'm a little tipsy, I'm not gonna lie. A little over a year ago, I deep dived into Taylor Swift's discography and I was not expecting much, honestly, but I ended up becoming a fan by accident. So this was my first album rollout with you guys, on the Patreon and in our Swiftie Discord channel, and it has been a freaking ride, bro. But we have the life of a showgirl, Taylor Swift. And I have my beautiful girlfriend with me, Sela, here to react with me. And this is just gonna be, my final thoughts and review of this album. If you did want to join my Patreon and support me in this channel directly, I do have all of Taylor's tours I watched on there, all of her music videos, uncut album reactions, surprise songs, and we're even gonna tap into that 6-part docu-series behind the scenes of the Earth Tour. This is our first video together.
I know.
Have you listened to a full Taylor Swift album? Like front to back?
Don't think I have. Not any singular Taylor album front
Cherry.
to back. Wait,
Hot.
let me think. Yeah, Torture Poets. I listened through.
Oh yeah. Let's get into this freaking artwork, dude. Okay, what do you think about this artwork?
I love it. I love what she said in her interview, or the podcast interview that she did with Travis and his brother, when she was talking about how like it's more so about the kind of the behind the scenes of the life of a showgirl, like the title
when
says.
she goes to her tub
like
and
her
stuff.
little, I like it. I think it's clever. I think it's cute. At first I didn't get it, if I'm honest. I didn't get it, but then once she explained, I was like, oh, that makes complete sense, and I think it fits.
I will say I like the explanation, and I like get where she was going with it, but I don't think I really fully love the artwork. There were so many different like alternative versions that I feel like should have been the artwork. It's not bad, like it's not terrible, but I don't love it, like I don't know, I don't love it. All right, we have 12 songs, 41 minutes and 45 seconds on the duration today, and we do have a feature from Miss Sabrina Carpenter, dude. Yes. The Life of a Showgirl title track and also our outro track. Should we claim tracks?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, first of all, wait, hold on. I'm gonna claim Father Figure, Eldest Daughter, and Honey.
Wood, Eldest Daughter, and Actually Romantic.
We're gonna dive into our first track, The Fate of Ophelia.
I heard you calling on the megaphone.
Okay.
You wanna see me all alone. And if you never call for me,
it's kind of Fleetwood Mac feel, no?
I don't know what it reminds me of.
It reminds me of Dreams.
Yeah, it's that like kind of drum.
Let's go. I love this chorus so freaking much, dude. It sounds so dreamy, but with like Fleetwood Mac-esque drums behind it. I don't know how to describe that, but it's A couple of the lyrics that are my favorite lyrics: you lit the match to watch it blow. Like, you pursued me and turned it into this firework, fiery love. And I was insane and a little parasocial when I looked up. I knew that Taylor was a fire sign, and I looked up Travis's sign, and he's an air sign. And if you mix those two elements, you get light and radiation. And that is also a callback on their like nickname TNT. That whole line alone, you can break up into, bro, I'm telling you, this is the best written song on the album, bro. Like, who is she talking about saved her? Because she said, you were just honing your powers. Now I can see it all. I feel like this is like a Travis thing. The story of how they met, like how Travis was like so eager to get her. And I feel like she's saying like, I sat alone in my tower, like waiting like for like a princess, like waiting for someone to come.
What she said, like,
yeah. That could also reference Rapunzel, but also just like the isolation that she felt, you know, some of those lonely hours, even when she was with, you know, some of these people, some of her exes. Late one night, you dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. Yes, that relates back to Ophelia in the story and drowning. But this is also replicating a lot of things that Taylor has said or felt in the past. Like, I feel like this line here goes back to, you don't really read into my melancholia from Lavender Haze, saying that Travis kind of saved her from that, of her past heartache, her past depression that she felt, kind of with this like explosion of love, essentially, that she said in the first line, this explosion of love, you know, in this newfound relationship that she has with him. And going back to the closing line of the first verse, if Travis didn't appear, she might have stayed in that like emotional turmoil forever. And you can definitely feel that state of mind in You're Losing Me. You can feel that state of mind even with the Eras tour, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. Taylor sort of talked about that a lot in Midnights and Torture Poets. But I feel like this is also an emotional callback to the song The Prophecy. She's kind of like answering herself in this track. And I feel like the line, I swore my loyalty to me, myself, and I, she was so focused on herself and like healing herself and like putting up this guard almost to protect herself from getting hurt again.
I love that.
Let's go. Come on.
Oh, I love that.
I know, the cadence.
Your hands.
Damn. Eldest daughter mentioned?
Yeah.
The bass too.
Yeah.
Dum, 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 dum.
I love these little backing vocals, little ad-libs.
Come on, claps. Your team, your vibes. Come on, bro.
Inside my memory,
Come on, Bridge.
and only you possess the key. No longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me. Locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me.
Tis locked inside my memory. Only you possess the key to my secret garden. Torture Poets.
I didn't connect that until just now.
Bro, it's such a callback to I Hate It Here, one of my favorite Taylor songs of all time on Torture Poets Department. I hate it here, so I will go to secret gardens in my mind. People need a key to get to. The only one is mine. This ties back into I swore my loyalty to me, myself, and I, because she's like, I'm the only one that has this key. Like, she's low-key keeping it here, but it feels like she's letting her guard down here, and she's kind of giving Travis that key, you know, to this secret garden, to her trust, to everything about her inner world. And I just find this lyric super cute, considering, you know, on I Hate It Here, and this within this album and in this song, because of where she got proposed to. And if you'd never come for me, I might have lingered in purgatory. Like, I might have been doing this little bullshit in between forever if you hadn't have, you know, you wrap around me like a chain, a crown, a vine, pulling me into the fire, which is like, you know, the emoji that people have been using for this album is like the
the flaming heart thing.
Yes, yes. And I wonder if like the villain stole her sanity. It's like, let me stop reaching. The torture poets, I feel like we're gonna have a lot of callbacks to like her mental state, where she was versus where she is. Yeah, and how, you know, low-key happy that she is with Travis, and like just her life,
the way things worked out
on tour, post tour, just those moments that she kind of lived through. And I made a lot of, which I'm sure some of you guys too, I mean, it's pretty like spot on to Sleeping Beauty and the story of Sleeping Beauty. And she fell into this deep sleep, essentially, which could also be described as a melancholy state, unless she was awoken by true love's kiss from a prince. And so many princes in the story tried and failed because they were poked by these enchanted thorns around the castle. And if you go to this line, poison blood from the wound of a pricked hand, from the prophecy, like, tell me these aren't lined up. And I feel like this could be a reference to obviously so many of her past relationships just combined. And it's essentially how they never were able to awaken her from this deep sleep or this melancholy state that she was in until, you know, true love's kiss, or the prince, Travis in this case, sort of showed up.
Ophelia. I love that one. I know. That's my favorite part.
I know. I love the cadence of that,
bro. You saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia.
Ooh, I like how she went lower on that ending.
Yes, it reminded me of Torture Poets.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, it feels like the intro, like the first chapter of something, but like also that outro reminds me of like the closing of a book. Like closing of what she felt there. And she's like, even the lyrics, you saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia.
Yeah, and I feel like it was a great way to open the album because she's kind of talking about, like you just said, like where she was at that point, and now she's out of it, and like, yeah, you saved me from the fate of Ophelia. Yeah. I don't have to basically
be in purgatory,
be in purgatory, be floating around,
and dealing with these
suffering in the tower.
Losers.
Yeah, or being in this tower that she's so talked about in the beginning.
And even just like production wise, like I loved how bouncy it was, and how like dreamy it kind of was. Like I said, it reminds me of Fleetwood Mac in that way, and I feel like she's really like channeling that energy, but in like a more positive way, because that album is not really so positive, but you can tell that she's, you know, heading towards some happy feelings, as we can see with the ring, the diamond on her finger. It is the perfect single choice out of this album. It is so lyrically dense. It has so many callbacks. I love the cadence. It's so catchy. The music video is amazing.
I really liked that. I feel like sonically it's in a very new direction, like a lot more upbeat. Obviously from Anthology and Torture Poets standard, it's very different, but I do think lyrically it ties back into all the themes that she talked about in that album.
Even in like So High School, like you just I feel like she is going to talk a lot about just closing that.
She has 12 albums.
Yes, she has 12.
Why do I feel like that sounds like a lot?
Debut. Fearless.
I thought Fearless was the debut.
No, Taylor Swift debut is self-titled.
Oh, okay.
Debut, which is just Taylor Swift. No re-record for that one, but it doesn't matter. We're not going to mention re-records. Debut, then you have Fearless, then you have Speak Now, then you have Red, then you have 1989, then you have Rep, then you have Lover, then you have Folklore, then Evermore, The Beloved Sisters, and then you have Midnight. Am I missing something? Something's missing. Midnight's.
Did you do Red?
Then Torture Poets. No, then Torture Poets is 11 and this is 12.
Okay.
Oh, and Max Martin and Shellback, they are two producers that worked on this entire album with her, and they did a lot of 1989 and Reputation, which she has not heard Reputation, but she has heard 1989. But I do play. You've heard some songs on Rep.
Oh, for sure. You've played plenty
Dancing
of songs.
with Her Hand Side, Dress.
Oh, wait, Dress is on Rep?
Yeah. Ready for It. You've heard my favorites.
I like Dress. I just heard Dress when I was watching The Summer I Turned Pretty, and I was like, let me go save this Taylor song.
Elizabeth Taylor. Do you think it's forever?
That low-key shocked me.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That view of Portofino was on my mind when you called me at the Plaza Athénée. Ooh, oftentimes it doesn't feel so glamorous to be me.
It's got a rap feel to it.
Guys promised they'd stay under bright lights. They withered away, but you blew. Portofino was on my mind. Ever said goodbye.
Oh, yeah.
I cried my eyes
Woo!
Elizabeth Taylor.
Come on!
Do you think it's for
I need to stop screaming.
number one, but I never had to. And I can't have fun if I can't have be my and why.
Okay, Taylor.
Oh, I'm gagged. I'm gagged.
Hold on.
Number one, but I never had to. And I can't have fun if I can't have you.
Hold on, I'm a little gagged.
Portofino
This
was
song?
on my mind when you called
She
me at
said
the
that
plaza
Portofino
at
was on my mind.
Yeah.
Called me.
Sometimes it doesn't feel so. If your letters ever said goodbye,
I'm sorry.
I cried my eyes violet. Elizabeth Taylor, tell me for real, do you think it's forever? Number one, but I never had to. And I can't have fun if I can't have be my and wild. Hollywood hates me.
Be my New York, Hollywood hates me.
Fun if I can't have
Dang.
you. Hey, what could you possibly get for the girl who has everything and nothing all at once?
Damn.
I would trade the Cartier for someone to trust. We hit the best
Just
road.
kidding.
No.
If you ever leave me high and
I feel like I should have one of those little
Is
shakers.
this a warning?
cry my eyes violet.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Tell me for
This is my favorite so far.
No
We only
way,
2
yeah.
songs in.
be my and wild. Hollywood hates me. Only his heart
This is so
has
good.
elastic, baby.
I like this one.
Oh, it's so good.
Can't have fun if I
Can
can't
have.
Elizabeth Taylor.
They got the right set of like drums in here,
Yeah,
like the 808s. I was
the
worried
hats.
about that. From coming from, well, let me know, not Shay rap.
Diamonds and lovers are forever.
Max Martin and Showback are killing this production, bro.
I cry my eyes violet. Elizabeth Taylor. Tell me for real, do you think it's forever? Number one, but
No, literally, it makes you want to hit the little.
No, yeah.
if I can't have you, if I can't have diamonds and
Ooh, I love when she does that.
Ooh, yes.
I love when she does that.
God.
Oh, I love.
all my
I'm gonna shut
diamonds and lovers are forever.
I love when Taylor does
Ooh.
a little post after, like, as an outro when
Yeah.
she goes back into something. I'm like, yes, and then she adds like the same melody. Oh my god,
Dude,
Chef's kiss.
this
Amazing.
song, this is first love instantly. This is absolutely one of my favorite tracks, 1000%. The drums are insane when that chorus comes in, and I love that slight moan that she does in the chorus. That like, oh my god, it's literally one of my guilty pleasure moments of, it's just on the production end, I was so in that world of like how it sounded and like just her cadence and her charisma and how she delivered all of the lines. Like, it was just so like, she has so much fucking swag with that shit. Like, Max Martin and Showback went crazy on this production, and the outro ad-libs are Chef's Kiss. I freaking love them. They're so smooth. I feel like the production just blends together so well with Taylor here. When she says that view of Portofino was on my mind when you called me at the Plaza Atene. I read somewhere that she called the Life of a Showgirl vinyl a Portofino glittery orange, and I was like, that's such a cute detail in there. All the right guys promised they'd stay. It wasn't so right. Under the bright lights, they withered away, but you bloom. No, for real. That's another thing with Travis. Like, Travis is very publicly supportive of her and lets her kind of shine. I mean, if you saw the podcast,
Yeah,
like,
he's so
you
sweet on her. It's so cute.
exactly, like, you can see that he just is like, I have my light, you have your light, and we have our light together. And I love that line, under bright lights, they withered, like when shit got
Yeah.
too
you
big,
bloom.
but you bloom. Been number one, but I never had two. Swift references that she's never had another person to share her successes with. That's a fucking bar. No, that's a bar though. I know it's very, very sad. It's very sad. But like,
But also, it could not be sad, and it could be like, I'm kind of top bitch, you know?
Yeah, like I've never had
had
somebody on my
level.
fucking
Yeah.
level. I've
No
never
one's ever
had
been
somebody
able
at
to,
the
like,
top
compare or
of,
compete.
like, you're at the Super Bowl or I'm at the Grammys. We both might be
Right.
getting rings and trophies and this
Exactly.
shit. Like, but also like that is sad because I've never necessarily had that.
Yeah.
I've been dealing with, you know, what could you possibly get for the girl who has everything and nothing all at once? That just speaks to her like emotional side. Like, people could be like, what are you complaining about, Taylor? Like, you literally have everything going for yourself. Like, you have your charting, you're a billionaire, you're this, you're that, you have so much success. But like, if she feels inside that she has nothing because she doesn't have this love, that's
Then
possibly,
literally,
yeah.
nothing
Like, she's
else
like,
can-
it's like that shit doesn't even
None of it
matter. Like, it
matter, yeah.
does matter, but like, at the
It's
end
just
of the
not
day,
enough.
if I was poor or rich,
Yeah.
this is
This
still
wouldn't
what I would
fulfill
want.
me,
Like,
yeah.
this is still what I would want. And then the follow-up line is like, babe, I would trade the Cartier for someone to trust.
Just kidding.
This song really highlights the scrutiny and the pressure that really comes with being someone as famous as Taylor Swift or Elizabeth Taylor, and kind of like pushing through that, you know? Because people can say like, oh yeah, you signed up for this and blah, 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 but that doesn't mean they can't talk about the hardships of it, because yes, I'm sure they both signed up for what they're dealing with. They know what comes with that, but it's just such a great perspective to hear in music, and I would never get tired of artists talking about it, dude. And we get a little bit more of that energy in The Life of a Showgirl, the outro track. Oh, she referenced it in Ready For It. You can be my J. Lear Burton to this Taylor. I'm thinking, who does she reference in The Last Great American Dynasty? Somebody comment that, because I literally dead ass forgot. Never seen. I had a marvelous time ruining everything. Like, that's my shit.
No, literally.
Oh my god, literally top tier Taylor. Okay, if there's a second single, I feel like Elizabeth Taylor definitely needs to be it. Okay, let's go to Opalite. Opalite? Isn't that a
It's a
jewel?
crystal?
So it's a synthetic glass.
I'm curious as to what she's gonna do
Exactly.
with this.
I had a bad habit of missing lovers past.
What?
Brother used to call it
What the
eating
fuck?
out of the trash. It's never gonna last. I thought my house was haunted.
Haunted mention.
I used to live with ghosts. And when you know, you know. And when you don't, you don't.
That's
Yeah.
real.
All of the foes and all of the friends. I've seen it before, they'll see it again. Life is a song, it ends when it ends. But my mama told me it's alright. You were dancing through the lightning strikes. Sleepless in the onyx night. But now the sky is open light.
I was loving this track up until the chorus. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so here's what I'll say. I was thinking the same thing, and then I got down to "But Now the Sky is Opalite," and then she did the whatever thing, and then it instantly so low key reminded me of "Man's Best Friend," like the way it went somewhere where I wasn't
What
expecting
song?
it to go.
Or just the album, certain songs in the
certain
album.
songs within "Man's Best Friend." I won't say the entire
Yeah.
album because I love that album. This part, yes,
This is the pre.
the pre, yeah,
Yeah, I love the pre-chorus
love
up
this. I was
until
like,
we
oh, I
switched
love
the
this.
tempo.
yeah, and then I was like,
Now the sky is open light.
I will say I do think this will
No,
grow
it is
up on
low-key
me, though.
growing.
No, yeah, I'm like,
Now
this
it
is gonna grow
is.
up on me the more I listen to it. I can already tell.
Couldn't understand it.
I love the verses,
You
dude.
felt alone.
I like the
You
I like that.
were in it for real. She was in her phone, and you were just a pose. And don't we try to love, love?
Hold the fuck on. You couldn't understand it, why you felt alone. You were in it for real. She was in her phone and you were just a pose. This gotta be a shot at some Travis X. Like, in a perspective, like, say, like, I'm sitting here talking to you and I'm like, or I'm writing a song about low-key your experience with someone else, but from this point of view.
Yeah.
You couldn't understand it, why you felt alone, felt past tense. You were in it for real, she was in her phone.
And you were just a pose, like you were just somebody to be on her arm, like
Yeah, dead ass, like you were just a jewel
candy,
or something.
yeah.
You were just a jewel. Oh my god! Oh my god!
as soon as you said it,
No.
your brain.
She was in her phone, and you were just a pose. And don't we try to love, we give it all we got.
Damn.
We left the table, and what a simple
Her
thought. You're
ad-libs.
starving till you're not. Life is a song, it ends when it ends. You move on, and that's when I told you
It's alright.
you were dancing through the lightning strikes.
Sleepless in the onyx night. Come on.
But now the sky is open light.
No, yeah, it grew on me.
Oh, definitely already.
I'm like, I love it now.
Come on, Rich.
This is just a storm inside a teacup. But shelter here with me, my love. Thunder like a drum. This life will beat you up, 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 up. But failure brings you freedom, and I can bring you love.
She like, nigga, I can do that shit better than you, bitch.
Don't you sweat it, baby, it's alright.
Yeah.
Lightning strikes, so sleepless in the onyx night. You had to make your own sunshine.
Oh, this is gonna be a pop classic, dude. This whole fuck. This was like one of my favorites first listen. Honestly, the chorus had to grow on me a lot, but like I get it now. I get it. I be driving, windows down. I mean, not so much anymore. In Pennsylvania, it's kind of cold right now. I have a ball listening to this song in the car when I'm driving. It just makes me immediately peak to a sense of euphoria that like I feel like only really good pop music can give me, if I'm being honest. And this makes me feel like we're in the 2010s. We're in like prime time, Los Angeles, California, riding down on a sunny day, windows down with your friends, like your hair's just all in the wind. It's such a feel-good song, and you can just feel how happy she is in this track. And I feel like this song's a little bit of like 1989 coded, especially when she's like, love, love. It's so like Showgirl-esque. Like, bro, it's perfect. You were dancing through the lightning strikes, sleepless in the onyx night, but now the sky's opalite. The think pieces I've seen all over the internet about this freaking lyric, bro. As a black woman, my mind never went to her describing Travis Kelce's ex as like a black diamond. It doesn't make sense in my brain. I think people are reaching, and I feel like people are just looking for something to like grab Taylor for, like, oh, I gotcha. We got you on this. Like, they're really gonna get you. Like, you're a racist. It's like, okay, bro, calm down. I'm glad you streamed the album though. And on top of that, like, so many artists, including Taylor Swift, has so many references in terms of like night and day in their music and in their songwriting. And if you look at the chorus, the entire first chorus is in quotes. It's essentially her mother talking to her. She says, but my mama told me it's alright. And then she continues the line. So Taylor is writing from her mother's point of view in that first chorus. And she's speaking to her about past relationship dynamics and her new, love with Travis. And I think it references back to The Fate of Ophelia when she says, I swore my loyalty to me, myself, and I right before you lit up my sky. And then because her mother says, oh my Lord, never made no one like you before. You had to make your own sunshine, but now the sky is opalite. She's like, baby, it's gonna be okay. She's like, you got what you need. You got what you want now. After all of the years of protecting yourself in this, kind of gloom that you had in and out, obviously there was moments of happiness. It's not like Taylor was walking around like sadness from inside out. And I also don't think these are like harmful lyrics towards her exes. Like, I think she definitely appreciates probably the lessons that she learned from these previous partners and the experiences that she went through, and just learning about love, learning about truly what she wanted out of that. And it looks like that she has now found that, which I feel like we should all be cheering for, She then turns the chorus into her talking to Travis, repeating basically what her mama told her. And this gives me, that flip kind of gives me the same feeling, even though the lyrics are completely different and kind of like in two different worlds in terms of meaning. It gives me the same energy as like Daddy Lessons on Lemonade by Beyonce. And this bridge, bro.
3 songs in and no skips for me.
Failure brings you freedom. Oh, the bar? The failed relationship brings you freedom into me? Mm-hmm. I can, and then followed up with, I can bring you love. Don't you sweat it, baby.
When I found you, you were young. We were lost in the cold. The winding road leads to the chateau. You
I love her cadence on this one.
Me, I saw potential. I'll be your father figure. I drink that brown liquor. I can make deals with the devil because my dick's bigger.
What?
This love is pure profit. Leave it with me. I protect the family.
Daddy
She
Swift?
did not just say because my dick is bigger.
Me.
Yeah.
Quoted.
What? She said, I literally have the devil wrapped around my finger. What are you talking about?
Because my dick's bigger. Because like dead ass it is, probably.
Yeah.
Who's gonna argue with her?
Not me.
Not me.
This love is pure profit. Just step into my office. I dry your tears with my sleeve. Leave it with me. I protect the family. Leave it with me. Said they wanna see you rise. They don't want you to reign. I showed you all the tricks of the trade. All I ask for.
I raised you motherfucking bitches.
I can make deals with the devil because my dick's
Bigger, come on.
This love is pure profit. Just step into my office. They'll know your name in the streets.
Leave it with me. Ooh, I love that underwater synth, but it was just
Changing you.
and those strings.
My
Love the way
dear
this sounds.
boy, they don't make loyalty like they used to. Had to get rid of me. I protect the family. You made a deal with this devil. Turns out my dick's bigger. You wanna fight, you found it. I got the place surrounded. You'll be sleeping with the fishes before you know you're drowning. Whose portrait's on
Oh, that key change, I love that.
up your scandals? Mistake my kindness for weakness and find your card canceled. I'll give you
Ooh, come on, cancel. I love how she's referencing future songs.
Trigger.
I saw potential.
Her vocals sound so sinister and sound so confident at the same time. It's like this, yeah, bitch energy towards the end. Maybe I'm reading this wrong on first listen. This is so fucking messy. I love the both of them. I feel like this is about Olivia Rodrigo.
Ooh, rock here, rock here, rock here. Oh my god, I love that song.
But I mean, I think that's a reach. I think I'm reaching, if I'm being honest, but
It's okay. It's fun to be delusional sometimes.
yeah, I think she's saying here, like, bitch, I taught you everything that you know. I don't know where my brain was at, but like when it comes to like a prodigy and a mentor perspective, that's like sort of where my brain was. I wasn't even thinking about, you know, the fight with her old label and stuff and with Scott at the time. I mean, the drinks are probably adding to that confusion, but turns out, yes, it is about Scott and Taylor's music being stolen from her and finally getting it all back. And it starts with, well, supposedly, I will say, starts with Scott's perspective talking to a young Taylor before the fame, and she says it kind of from his perspective. And I also heard her say that this song reminds her of Logan Roy, like that sort of was like the muse for writing it. And I absolutely love that because I feel like Succession is literally one of the best shows ever, and Logan Roy was such an iconic figure in just the way that he viewed his children taking over his like dynasty essentially in his company. I also love this song because I feel like it can apply to so many different artists, you know? I feel like so many different artists have had this experience or can relate to this, you know, kind of being taken advantage of, especially if they enter the industry at a super young age. And we're starting to see the trend now, I feel like, of artists kind of taking back their music and, you know, owning their masters now. And a lot of that push back towards the industry is because of Taylor Swift. But if you are just like someone that's obviously not in the music industry and you're just like a regular old Joe like me, this can be from, you know, the betrayal perspective of anybody in your life that was a mentor figure to you. It could be a pastor, it could be a teacher, it could be your own parents, you know? And I absolutely love that I can relate to that on that level as well. And I saw that people pointed out that she said, "Leave it with me, I protect the family," 6 times in the song, which I think is a pretty dope detail. It's crazy how many things you guys catch on first listen. I mean, the song itself is so far, like, this could end up being like a Taylor Deadass classic.
Yeah, like skipless, because it's 12 tracks.
And if people come out and say
literally
otherwise,
only
we already know what the fuck the, you know, whatever.
Cause I'm not a bad bitch, and this isn't savage, and I'm never gonna let you down. I'm never gonna leave you out. So many traitors now.
I love that now. Oh my god.
If you guys want the eldest daughter reaction, that is on Patreon. I'm not putting it on YouTube because I don't even want to like pitch it and then try to like risk a copyright sort of moment that I've been seeing with a lot of different creators out there. But this was one of my favorites on first listen, and it kind of got played out for me, I will say. It definitely ranks pretty low in my ranking, my personal ranking for the album now, and it feels like a diary entry from Taylor. I'm not crazy about the songwriting in here. I feel like it has moments of being super cringy at moments and super corny to me, but at the same time it does feel like that introspective moment, especially after that burst of confidence leaving father figure. You kind of get this moment on track 5 that Taylor's kind of sitting us down and being like, no, like, this is how I feel from the perspective of an eldest daughter or the oldest daughter or an only daughter, which I can definitely relate to, you know? And it makes me super emotional, but I think sonically it falls in the lower ranks of like ones. I just don't go back to it. And when she says everybody's so punk on the internet, I felt that because people had so much to say about this song. I feel like this is sort of that same stream of consciousness that she's kind of just letting out here. And yes, there are some corny moments, but you have to think about it this way. Taylor Swift, no matter how old you are or what your demographic is, she is a millennial white woman at the end of the day, and if you are not, then you probably won't relate to some of the things that she's saying. So some of that cringe is gonna come out, you know? And it's not like this is the first album that Taylor Swift has been cringy on. We've had Stay, Stay, Stay. We've had Me. Like, come on, y'all. Why are we acting brand new right now? And I'm sure if I busted open your journal, busted open your diary right now, you wouldn't want anybody reading that out loud for how embarrassing or how cringy it may sound. And I don't get the racist take that people are getting when she's talking about, you know, being savage in this song and like being like hateful towards black women. Like, I literally think you guys should pick up a book. If I'm being honest, y'all need to like touch grass seriously, because you guys are reaching for the fucking stars here, dude. And I think it's more cringy, those lyrics, than anything, but that fits the persona of who Taylor is, and I think she takes pride in that cringe, and I think that's why those lyrics are in here. If I had to compare it to another track 5 or like any other Taylor song ever, it would be a mix of You're on Your Own, Kid and Long Live. It reminds me of like what she's saying to herself but also to her fans simultaneously. Yeah. Eldest daughter is a perfect name for it too, even though she mentions it once. Like, I feel like just the concept alone of like, she's like, I'm laying it all down on the floor. Like, I'm not a bad bitch. This isn't a savage song. Yeah. This isn't a savage moment. And I'm never gonna let you down. I'm never gonna leave you out. So many traders, smooth operators.
And I think it's so funny that she says, because I'm not a bad bitch, like you just said, and this isn't savage, specifically because in the past at least 2 songs she's been like, no, I'm that bitch. I have a bigger dick than you.
And then we get to like, this moment.
Yeah, no, I'm not. You know, this is, you know, I love that.
I got a sense of You're on Your Own, Kid from this song, within that bridge specifically, not like directly lyrically, but I feel like they give off the same feeling in that track, you know? And it has this coming of age feel to it. It talks of betrayal. It talks of like the pressure and the mental state that could be with, you know, the eldest daughter or the only daughter. And it's just all those feelings that you have that were sort of suppressed when you were younger that are now coming out into, you know, your adulthood. And she's kind of recanting on a lot of those feelings and kind of just pouring out here. It probably is my least favorite track 5, just sonically, I think, and just with some of the lyrics that I just can't get behind. But as far as the racism goes, I think people are reaching for the stars, and I definitely get people saying that it's cringy or, you know, it's a little corny or whatever, but I feel like that is a brand of Taylor Swift that kind of comes with the territory, you know? I mean, track 5's like you saw the track list, like it's always that moment, no matter what album you're listening to by her, it kind of like, I don't know, it just places you in the midst of like the studio, I feel like.
Yeah.
Being the eldest daughter to herself, like almost therapizing herself in this song, but also being the eldest daughter to her fans, which is such a fucking mindfuck following father figure. And then we get to eldest daughter that she's simultaneously talking to the fans, talking to herself, and maybe at the same time talking to this person that she talked to in father figure. It's a perfect follow-up. Okay, pick me up. Them drums. Ooh.
You drive 85.
Hold on. She said
85. I like that.
That's
Okay.
85. Your smile, miles wide, and it was not an invitation. Should've kissed you anyway. Should've kissed you anyway.
Ooh, Taylor.
And it was not.
'Cause you ruining the friendship. Why?
Convenient, no, but your girlfriend was away. Should've kissed you anyway. Cheap, have fun. It's prom.
Is this Taylor's best album? No, like we gagged
Oh, my headphones are falling off. Hold
No,
on.
it's fine. You're fine. I'm
No.
fine. We're not fine. No,
I'm
like
not,
actually,
okay.
like the
No,
more it's going, more.
It's so good. The more I listen,
Oh my god. See, now you want. Now you know.
I get it.
You be like,
I get it.
in private, I gag the fuck out to Taylor.
I thought you were going to say in
And-
private, I act like I don't like Taylor because I was going to be like, absolutely not.
No,
I love
I know you
Taylor.
have a lot of songs that you love by
A
her.
lot of my
but
favorites are your not favorites, but whatever.
like what?
Literally the Albatross. You
I like the
dissed
Albatross.
the Albatross in your ranking video. I'm not forgiving you for that yet.
No, I didn't.
You were like,
I put it at
yeah,
amazing.
My girlfriend
think.
likes this song, but it's not going in this tier. It has to go in
I said
this
it wasn't
one.
going imperfect.
It's a perfect song.
It's really not.
Wise man, what's that? Please
It's
be so
really
serious
not.
with yourself. Okay,
It's
whatever.
really not.
Agree to disagree.
We can go toe for toe on
Bar for
TTPD.
bar right now.
Yeah, for we're getting off traffic. We're getting off topic. Let's go.
Girlfriend was away. Hey, don't make it awkward in second period. Might piss your ex off. Lately we've been good.
I love her cadence in this track, bro. Good. Oh my god. Anyway, even like her mentioning like Abigail, but I just don't know. The song details regrets not pursuing a former friend romantically. Yeah, we got that. The friend might be Jeff Lang, who is also suspected muse of the Red Taylor's version track, Forever Winter. I love the bass in this song, dude, and just all her melodies, honestly, throughout the track. It feels so smooth, you know, and kind of light and airy, despite the ending of the song being the complete opposite. You know, I didn't catch it first listen. Considering, you know, Forever Winter and her friend Jeff Lang, this was such a devastating thing to hear on top of such a feel good instrumental, and you think it's gonna start out one way. You're like, oh, this is just some like harmless fun. You're like, I should have kissed you anyway. And it's like when she flips that shit at the end, it's like, holy fuck, dude. And when she sings, it was not an invitation, but I flew home anyway with so much left to say. It was not convenient, no, but I whispered at the grave, should have kissed you anyway. Like, she's like, this was so caught off guard, you know, like what happened. And she was like, this wasn't an invitation. So it kind of like readjust what you're thinking this song to be. Oh, that might have been one of my favorites if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Damn, at this point.
You know what? It's so crazy. I almost claimed Ruin the Friendship, but then I was like, no, I'm a Libra Venus. Actually, romantic sounds a lot more loving and sweet to me. Watch it actually be the worst, like, hateful song ever.
You're a
I heard you call me boring Barbie when the coke's got you brave. High-fived my ex and then you said you're glad he ghosted me.
It's giving me
It's
a
a-
little bit of like a Midwest emo pop.
But it's actually sweet.
I kind of like how it didn't go anywhere right there.
It's honestly wild. All the effort you've put in, no man has ever loved me like you do.
I like this. I love this.
Hadn't thought of you in a long time.
I missed it.
No, I'm not saying anything lyrically. I'm just talking about the production. I was scared for this album because I felt like her, Showback, and Max Martin were going to do exactly what I felt about when I listened to Rep for the first time. I thought it sounded very dated, and I didn't think it aged well, despite a lot of my favorite Taylor songs being on that album. But I think still to this day, I think as a full album, yeah, it's just not the best body of work, and almost every single Swiftie will disagree with me there. But this is so polished.
Extremely.
It feels like it has intent, but like also that stream of consciousness that Torture Poets had. But it's like, okay, let's put that in a pocket somewhere. Mm-hmm. Like, let's direct that
And
to
focus
somewhere.
it, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm getting a bit of Say It Ain't So by Weezer, like the ding ding.
Really?
Ding,
Yeah,
ding,
I mean, it's in that
ding,
world,
ding.
yeah. It's
I'm
in
like,
that world,
okay,
yeah.
Diving into a little bit of the,
Yeah.
okay, Taylor. I feel like I'm a bit more shocked than I have been with previous albums. Like, I expect a lot of things from her in certain aspects in other albums. This I feel a little bit
Truthfully,
shocked
though,
by.
in my humble opinion, I feel like as being someone who just went through, you know, all of her, her entire discography, I think she's only improving. Like, Torture Poets is my favorite Taylor album.
Hadn't thought of you in a long time, but you keep sending me funny valentines, and I know you think it comes off vicious, but
Come
it's
on.
precious, adorable.
No man has ever loved me like you do.
You think I'm tacky, baby.
Come on.
Stop talking dirty to me. It sounded nasty, but it feels like you're flirting with me. I mind my business, God's my witness.
The play on this song, I love.
It's kinda making me
Did she say that? You know when you just want to...
all the time you've spent on me.
I do love the guitar in this track. Like I keep saying, I sound like a broken record at this point, but I think that the production on this album is very good. And it's one of my favorite things about this album, and poppy glitter pin Taylor, you know, and what Shellback and Max Martin kind of bring out of her in that way, similar to some songs on 1989 and Reputation, of course. And that's like a huge criticism that I keep seeing, is like, it just wasn't enough. It doesn't have enough drums, it doesn't have enough this, or it's like all over the place. And I'm like, dude, that's exactly why I freaking love it. I feel like it feels her at her ultimately most peace. But This guitar riff seems so gutter when you listen to the lyrics of this track. And I feel like out of, me saying that with the album's production as a whole, I feel like this album, and this song in particular, could have been a little bit more dark in the production. Actually Romantic is blah blah blah. Is it believed it served as a response to Charlie XCX? I guess she responds with this. I heard you call me boring Barbie when the Cokes got you brave.
With this context
shit.
Now, I'm like, this is kind of fucking crazy.
High-fived my ex, and then you said you're glad he ghosted me. Oh shit! No, wait.
Oh no, she's spilling.
Wrote me a song saying, wait, how the fuck did we miss? But how would we catch it?
Know.
Yeah, like how, like.
But
yeah,
now
this could be
know,
about
it's
anybody.
Very blatant and out there.
And direct.
Yes,
she said, I'm sending
obvious.
shots at the head top. Bow, bow, bow. I really gotta hand it to you. Ooh, no man has ever loved me like you do. Wow. Now I'm making such a crazy context.
No.
I hadn't thought of you in a long time. Like, bitch, you haven't even crossed my mind.
She said, and I live rent-free in your brain.
like, you're literally like, I have to write a fucking banger about her. And mind you, it's like one of the best tracks on her fucking album. And it's about Taylor. Imagine that. How many times has your boyfriend said, why are we always talking about her? George said, cut it out. Flag on the play. Time out.
My claim track.
No, yeah. This is look at you using the soundboard. This reminds me of hip hop. Like, hip hop gives you so much direct beef. Like, it's like, we see it now with, Cardi and Nicki right now going, below the belt. But like, god damn, Taylor really went here. I fucking admire that.
No, yeah, because I'm genuinely trying to think.
That.
I haven't heard everything, so I'm like, does she have another essentially diss track, low-key? Like,
yeah.
Well, not outside of like partners or ex-partners that she's had, like towards another. We just got that what we can assume might be the Olivia song, but like she said, I'm coming for everybody.
I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to go.
You said no.
Yeah, I don't want to go. Don't
quote me.
Yeah, don't quote me on that.
I feel like I've never heard a Taylor song
this
like this
direct and this being like, bitch.
Like, yeah,
she's on her Nicki shit, and the way she mentioned Barbie too.
Yeah, boring Coke Barbie.
Too. Imagine. Psych. No, they're friends.
Literally.
They're friends. I think.
Please, I don't think.
I know they actually really. I know that they admire each other. And I did not catch the Charlie diss or whatever you want to call it on this at first, but when I did, I was like, oh, she took it there. She really took it there. That's insane. People are calling Taylor mean and she's not a girl's girl. Honestly, I would have said worse. That's why I can't be a pop star. I would have said worse. Like, I would have literally went to hell and back. I do sort of feel like Taylor missed the mark, like, on this song. I feel like she should have went even harder into this villain role that people kind of want to put her in, in this like diss track moment. I feel like she either should have went like super, super harder, or she should have just not said anything at all, because I do honestly think she did misread Sympathy Is a Knife, which is one of the best songs on Brat, if not the best song on Brat. But to come to Taylor's defense here, I think there has been more said and done behind the scenes. You have lyrics like high-fived my ex and then said you're glad he ghosted me. I feel like that sort of proves that, what we heard on Sympathy Is a Knife is sort of a one-sided story. So, at the end of the day, both of these artists are terrific in their own rights. I love Charlie. I love Taylor. And, maybe they could work it out on the remix, but if not, I'm here for all the bullshit. Drop the Not Like Us part 2. I don't care. I'm here for the entertainment, but at the same time, I don't know these people in real life. Like, it all comes down to that. And, like, I feel like that's the point, like, online, because Twitter's not real life. That's the point online that I feel like people completely miss. Like, once you go out into the real world, none of this actually matters to us. These are their actual relationships with each other, so it matters to them, and they put it out publicly for us to hear as fans. But at the same time, I don't know them. Am I choosing a side? Absolutely not. I do not care that much. I care about the art. I care about the music. And sometimes I care about the drama a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm a messy bitch. But yeah, that's all I'll say on that song. Okay.
They want those bright lights and Balenci shades and a fat ass with a baby face. They want it all. They want that complex.
Okay, wish list. I get it now.
And they should have what they want. They deserve what they want. Hope they get what they want. I just want you. Have a couple kids, got the whole block looking like you. Wait till
on, don't that remind you of something? What song is that? Swifties, help me out. Glitch. She did the same tempo in here. Listen to this.
I just want you. I think there's been a glitch.
Oh, yeah.
I just want you.
Come on, Midnight.
Couple kids got the whole block looking like you. We tell the world to leave us the fuck alone, and they do. Bust up, settle down, got a wish list. I just want you. They want that freedom, living off the grid. They want those 3 dogs that they call their kids. They want a contract with Real Madrid.
I like that.
They want
Yeah, that
spring
switch.
break that was
Love that.
fucking lit. And then that video taken
The
off
backing
the
is great.
internet. They want it all. They deserve what they want. I
Come
hope
on.
they get what they want. I just want you. We tell the world to leave us the fuck alone, and they do. Wow.
I'm not crazy about it though.
No, yeah, I think this might be the first one that I'm like,
Yeah.
I do like the part where she's like,
Wait. We at the bridge, girl. I love a bridge.
I made wishes on all of the stars. Please, God, bring me a best friend who I think is hot. I thought I had it right once, twice, but I did not. You caught me off my guard. I hope I get what I want, 'cause I know what I want. I just want you.
This is so glitch coded. The chorus. Oh, I love her harmonies right here though. The stacking vocals. So you haven't heard Midnight, but it's in that world for sure.
I can get that. I mean, I've heard like Lavender Haze, so I'm like,
Yeah. You've heard my faves.
I love that boss.
Everyone's gonna comment and be like,
I love that bust up, settle down.
yeah, I don't know. I wasn't crazy about this song. It felt like a Midnight's track. If this album was longer, I would be like, yeah, sure. I would let it play. It's not a terrible song. It's not even like a bad song whatsoever, but it's just, you know, I like the 808s in it. I like what she's talking about in it, but it's just, to me, kind of compared to the others, and also the lyrical density that we got in, you know, Actually Romantic, and not like that she's saying like all these like poetic little things, but I mean in a way that she is, but
Yeah.
the way that she portrays, it's like storytelling. Same with Ruin the Friendship, Eldest Daughter, Father Figure. Like, I just don't think it's on par with the rest of the album. This is honestly my least favorite song on the entire album. And this is a lot of people's favorite song, which is going to maybe, you know, ruffle some feathers. But honestly, I find it extremely boring. I find it lifeless a little bit. And I feel like it's a less vibrant version of Glitch. And I love Glitch. And I feel like the moments that I'm finding that I do love about the production and her cadence on this song is because it reminds me of Glitch in a way. It's a cute song in terms of the lyrics, sure, but outside of that, it just kind of lacks for me, in my personal opinion. What's your take?
I like it. Well, I don't know, honestly, because there's plenty of songs that I've heard by Taylor for the first time that I was like, oh no, I probably won't come back to this.
Like what?
And then it grew on me.
This did grow on Sela though, a lot. Like, she loves this song now.
I'll say Down Bad because I love Down Bad now, but when I first had my first listen
Really? I don't think
of
you
Down
told me
Bad,
that.
of Down Bad, I was like, okay, like the kind of bothered me, and then the did you really be me? I was like, what is this? And then it went to Down Bad, and it felt very like monotone for me. But now I hear that song, I'm like, fuck
You know
it if
what's
I
crazy?
can have
That's
it.
a switch for me.
Really?
I'm the opposite.
Oh no,
I
love it. What do you
Down
mean?
Bad.
Yeah, I'm down bad, crying at the gym. Yeah.
No, I loved Down Bad
Oh no,
initially.
I love Down Bad now.
I don't know if it comes on, like I listen to it, but I just don't intently listen to it like how I do some of the others on that album. I don't hate it by any. I still think it's a great song, but it just kind of like, you know, when songs just kind of like filter out for you.
I don't think this song is like bad or anything at all. I think my favorite part of it is probably the boss up, settle down, go to wish list part. Yeah, it's cute.
I did want to talk about this lyric though that has everybody, you know, pitchforking on the freaking internet. Have a couple kids, got the whole block looking like you. When did it become so right-wing trad wife to have a dream of wanting to start a family, like, and having multiple kids? Like, I just feel like this narrative that's being pushed that Taylor is so like MAGA trad wife is very tired, and it's very weird, I feel like, coming from a lot of people, and it's mostly stan culture. I must admit, it's a lot of different fandoms that I am involved in, and I just hate seeing it because it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth for all parties involved. I want a lot of kids. I had no issue with this song lyric whatsoever. And to me, feminism means the idea of choice, and it's supporting a woman's choice overall. If Taylor said that she wants to have 15 children with Travis Kelce, that's her choice. If Taylor said, hey, I don't want any kids, that's her choice. Real feminism is supporting the choice of women. It's this whole point of like, you know, autonomy, essentially. And it's not about assigning politics to someone's like dreams of wanting a family or surrounding love. I feel like I do think though, you know, wanting your kids to look like your partner or whatever, I feel like that's something that people say all the time, if I'm being honest. I've heard it being said, but is it a little odd coming from Taylor Swift? Maybe. Could it have been rephrased to be less appearance focused and more personality and traits focused? Yeah. Does that make Taylor Swift a MAGA thumping racist? Absolutely not. When people discuss Taylor in that regard, it's just very, very weird. And I feel like Taylor has never had a history of racism in the past. I mean, you guys can enlighten me in the comments if she has. Nothing that I've heard of or seen, but yeah, I don't know, it's a little odd, the direction that I see a lot of people sort of going with that line. And I didn't think twice about it. I was like, oh yeah, Taylor Swift probably wants to have a bunch of little Travises running around like that. Some comments, glitch vibes. Somebody said literally
So
I'm sorry, no, someone literally the melody of chorus of bro.
Yeah, you get it. You're a Swiftie.
Swifties?
Yeah, Swifties get it.
That makes me feel like I'm in the room with Swifties, and I'm not. You guys just watch me on the internet, and I'm like, God damn. Nope. Maybe we can convert you. I think I could successfully convert you with a couple tracks that I haven't played for you.
Tracks,
because we have
albums.
such similar tastes in music, but we also have very, very different tastes. At the same time, like, you like a lot of songs that I like either hate or I'm like, but you like love them, like the Albatross. I like that song, but I don't love that song. But like, there's a lot of,
like I'm levitating.
and like some of your favorites in like Sweet Nothing, you love. I mean, that's one of my favorite Taylor songs. That's a similar taste that we have. But there's so many songs in her discography that I feel like you would love that you haven't heard.
I'll even say like folklore. I won't say in general because I know you like folklore. Like you love folklore. It's folklore. Who doesn't like it? But I mean,
what are you about to say?
I'm just saying about the simple fact that there's songs like, for instance, like The One or Invisible String that I'm like, oh, those are like top tier songs for me. When do I ever hear you listen to those songs?
I just listened to them today.
We
can pull up our stat. We can go stat for stat. No, we can go stat for stat on The One and Invisible String. Stats of them.
We have to finish this.
We can go stat for stat. The One.
I don't even have my Stats FM.
The One. Invisible String you might have me on streaming.
You can't go lyric for lyric though, and I know you can't because you never memorize lyrics. So it's
fine. But I memorize melodies, that's what matters more to me.
It's okay.
Because I like
the
sound of things.
It's fine.
Anyways, Wood is the next song. What if she's talking about dick?
Did you say it like that? Wood.
No, what if she's talking about dick? Like a wood.
I would be like, Taylor, you need to go sit down. I don't know what Travis is doing, but we need to have some sort of talk. Is this her house tour? No, she's sampling ABC? No way.
You're right. Hold on. I know what you're talking about. Yes, I'm picking it up. Let's restart. Nah, it's just similar chords, but it's
Pennies unlucky, I took him back and then stepped on a crack.
Break Your Mama's Back.
Black cat laughed.
I They're all like kind of superstitions though. Yeah, superstitions. Oh, yes. Oh! Yep. Claim track. This is the one.
You claim this one?
Yes, what?
Oh my god!
Taylor.
Shut up.
Ties me and open my eyes. Redwood tree, it ain't hard to see. His love was the key that opened my thighs. Girls, I don't
The key. Peep how first was it first song that she mentioned the key? He had the key. Fate of Ophelia. The key that opened her thighs. I'm sick.
What the fuck?
He's been, I'll admit I've been a little superstitious. Fingers crossed until you put your
Woo.
hand on mine. Seems to
Oh,
be
she's
that
horny as hell in this one.
I ain't gotta knock on wood. On a falling star. Never did me any good. I ain't got to knock on wood. It's you and me.
Oh my god. What the?
Over me, it's understood. I ain't got to knock on wood.
Oh!
Girls, I don't need to catch
yes.
you. The curse on me was
Harmonies.
magic wand. Seems to me that you and me make our own love. New heights of manhood.
New heights of manhood? Let's go!
On that picture we sit on a falling star.
Oh, Travis got that.
Any good, I ain't got to knock on wood. Forgive me, it sounds cocky. Ties me and open my eyes. Redwood tree, it ain't hard to see. His love was the key that opened my thighs. Forgive me, it sounds cocky. Ties me and open my eyes.
Hypnotize me.
Redwood tree, it ain't hard to see. His love was the key that opened my thighs.
What the fuck? Why are some of her best songs
No, these are
2 minutes and 30 seconds? This is I can
What?
look in people's windows. I'm fucking done.
what?
I'm fucking irritated. Taylor, you know that I'm here. Even if you don't, you should.
Realistically, looking at
You
the soundtrack,
should.
this is probably the most boring title, but it's one of the
No, it's
best
literally
fucking songs.
Would.
Would.
And
Taylor
it's
Swift,
this.
You would think it would be
And
some
it's
sad
this.
shit.
Falling star.
Right.
Never did me any good. I ain't got to knock on wood.
Let's go!
You and me forever.
She ate
I love this guitar riff. Like we said in the initial reaction, it reminds me of the Jackson 5. It is not a sample of the Jackson 5, but it reminds me of the Jackson 5 and their earlier music, dude. Her cadence in this song, this is literally one of the catchiest songs I feel like on the album. And when she does that, it's so good. It makes me want to choke myself. I love the knock on wood sound effects. It just adds to like the drum and it just gives like personality to the song, I feel like, you know? And I love the choir ad-libs in the back of this track. It just adds so much to the song. And honestly, it's just an overall great, catchy pop song about her fiance's genitals. Knowing that this song is exactly 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and if you transform that, it's not, well, centimeters, to inches, it's 9 inches exactly. I thought that was a funny thing that someone had pointed out to me. How did y'all even like piece that together? And it's also track freaking 9 on this album, dude. I feel like it's sexual expression, it's fun, it's campy. I honestly love that Taylor is talking, not necessarily love that she's talking about Travis's dick, but I love that she feels like she can be playful on this album, you know? People were judging Torture Poets for being too wordy, too overly complicated. Nobody can understand it but her crazy fans. But then when she puts out a cheeky, fun song like this, y'all call it simple and weird. Like, pick a side. Canceled. Oh shit. Yeah, with the exclamation point. Is she gonna scream? Imagine screamo.
No, can't do
Okay.
You thought that it would be okay at first. Beware
I love when she does this melody.
Crusaders. Did your girl boss too close to the sun? Did they catch you having far too much fun? Come with me, when they see us, they'll run. Something wicked this way comes. Good thing I like my friends. Care
dark sound of this, but I don't know who the fuck it's about. I think she's just talking about herself here.
It's easy to love you when you're popular. The optics click, everyone prospers. But one single drop, you're off the.
I love her cadence on this one.
Yeah, me too.
Did you make a joke only a man could? Were you just too smug for your own good? Or bring a tiny violin to a knife fight? Maybe that all ends tonight.
Were you just too smug for your own good? Or bring a tiny violin to a knife fight? Like, are you bringing sympathy? Sympathy is a knife. You know how people like, or bring a tiny violin to a knife fight. Like, you bring in that sympathy to a knife. Holy fucking shit.
At least you know exactly who your friends are. They're the ones with matching scars. It's easy to love you when you're the optics click, everyone prospers.
Yeah.
But one single drop, you're off the roster. Tone deaf and hot, let's fucking off her. Did you make a joke only a man could? Were you just too smug for your own good? Or bring a tiny violin to a knife fight? Baby, that all ends tonight. I like my friends cancel. I know exactly who your friends are.
Hits on note, Taylor.
We're the ones with matching scars. But if you can't be good, then just be better at it. Everyone's got bodies in the attic, or took somebody's man. We'll take you by the hand, and soon you'll learn the art of never getting caught. It's a good thing I like my friends cancel.
Let's go. God. She's got a little R&B in this one. Like, why has it got a little kick?
I salute you if
A
you
little
feel like it's
Weeknd,
too much
you know?
to handle.
Can't you see my infamy? Love's company. Now they broken you like they broken me. But a shot
I love the repeated.
Yes. It feels like a jab continuously going.
You know who we are. We're the ones with matching scars.
This song is so Reputation coded. I have a huge theory that this was a Reputation vault track. Like, just the context of the song, what she's talking about, she probably just played around with it. Even just like how it sounds, dude, you know? And even if it wasn't a vault track on Reputation, it definitely could have been. I love how dark this song sort of seems, and it has this like very, very cinematic feel to it. I feel like the synths are super, super dark on that third verse, and that tiny orchestra coming in towards the end of the song is so good. We're the ones with matching scars. Like, all of this shit that you're doing, like, we're the fucking same. We have the same wounds, we have the same trauma.
And was it
Why is
always
this one
we're
of
the
my
ones with
favorites
matching
still?
scars, or was they're the ones with matching scars in the other verses?
We're the ones.
Yeah, they're the ones.
They're
She
the
said they're the
ones.
ones, and then the last one was we're the ones with matching scars.
Holy shit, dude. Has unfortunately had a history with cancel culture. Yes, we know. Yeah, I was gonna say it gave me a little bit of Who's Afraid of Little Old Me.
Kind of like a haunting sound.
But this song is essentially just about like cancel culture and like how toxic it is, and you know how people can just get so wrapped up in it, and that's kind of ironic considering the blowback that she had on this freaking album, bro, and other albums like Reputation. I'm not gonna lie, I low-key have a love-hate relationship with the lyric, "Did you girl boss too close to the sun?" It's kind of corny, but it's kind of catchy. Like, I low-key sing it every time it comes on. That's like one of my favorite lyrics, but I'm also like, how did you make something so corny so addicting to like sing? But I also feel like it just fits the like sarcastic tone of this track. Next up is one of my favorite freaking tracks. Let's go to Honey.
You can call me honey if you want, because I'm the one you want.
I love when she does that.
When anyone called me sweetheart, it was passive aggressive.
Come on, 808.
And the bitch was telling me to back off.
The
'cause her man
bitch?
looked at me wrong.
Okay, explicit.
If anyone called me honey, it was standing in the bathroom. White teeth.
Nah, she knew it. She made this for me. She made it for me. When anyone called me sweetheart, it was passive aggressive at the bar. You know what that feels like. And the bitch was telling me to back off because her man had looked at me wrong. And if anyone called me honey, it was standing in the bathroom, white teeth. They were saying that skirt don't fit me. And I cried the whole way home. This is people just being like misogynist. I feel like every woman has ever gone out anywhere into the world and felt this before. Yeah, you can call me honey, you can call me sweetheart, but you always feel, and misogyny can come from other women as well, especially when they're so male-centered, which is so ironic following Actually Romantic Wishlist Wood canceled to this. The track listing, like her themes going into this is kind of fucking crazy to me.
Honey, I'm home, we could play house, we could bed down, pick me up.
I love these 808s, bro. You know I'm a sucker for 808s.
Cadence is
808s.
amazing.
Dream of forever nightstand, honey. When anyone called me sweetheart, it was passive aggressive at the bar, and the bitch was telling me to back off, cause a man had looked at me wrong. If anyone
Call me honey,
I was standing in the bathroom,
white teeth.
they were saying that skirt don't fit me, and I cried the whole way home. Touch my face.
Oh, this is the one.
You can call me honey if you want, because I'm the one you want. I'm the one you want. Sweetie, it's yours, kicking indoors, take it to the floor, give me more by the paint in the color of your eye, and graffiti my
Run the whole song back.
Yeah, your claim track got it.
when anyone called me sweetheart.
She's
If
dancing,
anyone called me honey, it was standing in the bathroom, white teeth. They were saying that skirt don't fit me, and I cried the whole way home. But you touched my face. That's my part. Redefine all of those blues. White teeth. They were saying that skirt don't fit me, and I cried the whole way home. But you touched my face.
I love that part. Yes, it's so good.
When anyone called me late night, he was screwing around with my mind, asking, what are you wearing? Too high to remember in the morning. Praise me, but you say it like you're in awe of me, and you stay until the morning. Honey, when anyone called me sweetheart, it was passive aggressive at the bar, and the bitch was telling me to back off.
Hey, yo.
So then I looked at me wrong. He looked at me
Motherfucking playing song. And this is my song.
Yeah, no.
Motherfuckers might not like this song, but I do not give a fuck. This is my shit. You know this is gonna be the first one I replay when we get off this.
Oh,
When anyone called me sweetheart, it was passive aggressive at the bar, and the bitch was telling me to back off, cause a man had looked at me wrong. If anyone called me honey, it was standing in the bathroom, white teeth. They were saying that skirt don't fit me, and I cried the whole way home. But you touched my face, redefine all of those blues. When you say honey.
And then I'm making you go back to Actually Romantic because I need to hear that again.
Actually,
No, 'cause
romantic. I'm
what
still stuck
the
on Eldest Daughter, but
actual-
that's just me wanting to be like.
I
in
think
the dark
honestly the ones I'm
crying.
stuck on. We'll go after that.
But it's like in the dark crying, but it's also in the sunlight, like liberating. That's what Eldest Daughter gives me. This is my favorite song sonically on the entire freaking album, bro. I love the 808s. I love the bass line. I love that piano. I love that flute, bro. It is literally getting I Look in People's Windows treatment and False God treatment. Those are some of Taylor's best freaking like deep cuts. I feel like I absolutely stand those songs, and this is just added to that freaking list. I want an entire album sounding just like this, Taylor, please. But another layer of like why I really, really love this song, because I relate to it on like a racial level, because this song is typically how I feel about like microaggressions, you know? Just being a black woman, like on occasion I feel like an outcast, especially when growing up when I went to a predominantly white school. It just makes you feel odd, especially with some of the things that like teachers will say to you, principals, you know, classmates. It's just very, very fucking weird. Like when she says, when anyone called me sweetheart, it was passive aggressive at the bar. It literally reminds me of, like, obviously it's not the same exact thing that Taylor's going through, but this is how I relate to the song. It's like when someone's like, oh, you speak so well, or you speak so proper. And it's like, bitch, what do you mean by that? So I get that this is not what Taylor means in the slightest, but that's how I personally relate to this track. And the other lyric, when she says, but you touched my face, redefined all of those blues when you say honey, it reminds me of my grandparents. It reminds me of being around my Black friends. It reminds me of just being around my family in general, you know, just making me feel so seen, so loved, and so comfortable. And I also relate to this track just in terms of the word bitch and how it can be like an endearing term when your friends are like bitch, but then you can have someone be like bitch. Like if a man just like aggressively calls you a bitch, it's where words have context that give it new meaning and new life. So in this case, it could be like Travis or like people that Taylor is meeting, but in your life or in my life, it's just the people that I love that are all around me that kind of like ground me and make me like be like, hey, it's honey.
Is she insane?
Who,
This
Taylor?
album.
You gotta get into Taylor just in general, like for real.
No, like actually, like I've been
No, like,
playing
for
around
real.
this entire time, like dibble dabbling in bullshit when I need to like actually become a fucking.
And I hate that you know like so many like big songs, but also like if you were to ever do a reaction, I know you're like on the fence about it, but if you were to ever do a reaction for some of the albums that you love the tracks on besides Torture Poets in like 1989, I would say, I think you would like Evermore. You like,
I would consider doing a folklore reaction just because I really love folklore, but I haven't really
no, but
listened
you've
to it.
listened to
But I
you've
haven't
listened
fully
to
really
you've listened to
dived
at
into it.
least 95% of folklore.
Yes, that is true.
You low-key have never listened to, you've listened to like maybe 10% of Evermore, and that drives me insane
But
every
that's not
fucking
true
day.
because I feel like you love Evermore. I've heard Betty. I've heard is Tolerated on Evermore? Mm-hmm. I've heard Tolerated. I've heard, if I were to stare at the track list, I could tell you how many songs I've
Okay,
I've
let me pull up the Evermore track list. And what song did you
We'll keep
say?
it quick,
What was the first one that you said?
Is it Betty?
Mm-hmm.
Was it Betty?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you staring at me like that?
Because that's on fucking folklore. All right, let's go in with The Life of a Showgirl. Sabrina Carpenter.
Her name was Kitty, made her money being pretty and witty. They gave her the keys to this city.
I love the drums
and they
already.
said she didn't do it legitly. She's dancing in her garters and fishnets. 50 in the cast, 0 missteps. Looking back, I guess it was kismet. Rap hounds barking her name, then glowing like the end of a cigarette. Wow, she came out. I said, you live in my dream. Then she said to me, hey, thank you for the lovely bouquet. You're sweeter than a peach, but you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe. And you're never ever gonna. She was a menace, the baby of the family in Lennox. Her father whored around like all men did. Her mother took pills and played tennis. So she waited by the stage door, asked the club promoter arrive. She said, I'd sell my soul to have a taste of a magnificent life. It's all mine, but that's not what showgirls get. They leave us for dead. Hey, thank you for the lovely bouquet. You're sweeter than a peach, but you don't know
Their
the
voices
life of a
together?
showgirl.
Yeah, the harmonies are
And
so
you're
great.
never ever gonna.
I think this is about like, I mean, literally the life of a showgirl. But I love what Sabrina said. She was a menace, the baby of the family of Lennox. Her father whored around like all men did. Her mother took pills and played tennis. And then it goes into that pre-chorus. So she waited by the stage door.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is like the mother of a fangirl.
I mean, it could be like, yeah, because I'd sell my soul. I'd sell my heart, my child.
Mother
my-
took pills. Well, I don't
could
think
be
they would. I don't think
anything.
they would jab at that. Like, I don't know. Let me look. Okay, so I guess it literally just means like being the life of a showgirl. Like what the okay.
Hey, thank you for the lovely bouquet. You're sweeter than a peach, but you don't know the
This is them like from the perspective, like, yeah.
The more you play, the more that you pay. I took her pearls of wisdom, hung them from my neck. I paid my dues with every bruise. I knew what to expect.
This is so musical theater. I
theater,
love
yeah.
this shit. Come on, goodbye.
She loves the word bitch this album. That's
I couldn't if
burlesque.
I tried. So I say, thank you for the lovely bouquet. I'm married to the hustle, and now I know the life of a showgirl, babe. And I'll never know another. And now I know the life of a showgirl, babe. Wouldn't heaven
What a way to close your fucking album, dude.
Right.
This is absolutely phenomenal. Oh my god.
my money being pretty and witty.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna
Unforgettable night. We will see you next time. Give it up for the band.
the stage close is crazy.
no, and it makes
What a
it's so
brilliant-
fitting.
Yeah, it's so fitting for what the fuck.
That's so fitting. We love you so much. Good night.
I love the theatrics in this track.
Yeah,
like it
I
feels
love
very
that,
theater.
that
you know,
bridge and that
it's
outro.
it's not like ABBA in the way that Goodbye was like goodbye.
No, bye.
It was more of like a tick tick boom-ish.
It feels-
like a Rent.
Yeah,
Like, it was
a
that
Broadway
same, like-
type of. It felt like a the ending credits of a movie when the
Yes,
things are
yes,
rolling and
you
it's
hit
like
that nail on
you
the
came
head.
full
Yes,
circle on
yes,
something.
yes.
That's what it
Perfect
feels
closing
like.
track because it's a credit.
Yeah, even the melody of it feels very like light lifting after something has happened and you're coming out of it.
And then you see like
Yeah.
a scene from somewhere that's an
Yeah,
outtake
yeah.
for when they do that break. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What a phenomenal song, dude.
I'm so glad you
Yeah.
get it.
I'm so glad you get it. I love this closer, dude. I would love to see a music video for this. Like if Taylor kind of got all of her friends together and, a bunch of like maybe Selena, like Lively, like just a bunch of like different showgirls or people in the limelight that have like gone through scrutiny to be in the music video and like sing those different parts. I would freaking love that. And I feel like that would be super iconic of her. And when I listen to it, it makes me sort of sad, but also very inspired because I just see images of like women who built the stage that they're standing on that also went through, scrutiny and like a lot of backlash maybe, in the media. People like Beyonce, people like Britney Spears, Madonna, Lady Gaga. These are all women artists that were sort of picked apart, bullied, but also glamorized at moments and severely, misunderstood. So yeah, that's kind of like what I think of when I'm listening to this song. And I've seen so many edits already, kind of for Beyonce and for Britney Spears specifically, kind of mimicking that. So is The Life of a Showgirl Taylor Swift's best album? No, I don't think so. The production is clean, on most of the tracks. And I feel like even with like some of the lyrics that could have been like tightened up, it's still very, very fun to listen to front to back. You can tell that Taylor's not really like chasing perfection here. She's just kind of, letting loose and having fun with it, which I love. Wow, dude. I feel like... I don't know. I mean, the last song was such a great closer to me.
That was the perfect way to close out this album.
Yeah, 100%. But she touched on so many things within the theme. It was so polished. It didn't venture too far off of topic, and I feel like that she really dialed in on her track listing, her content, her production. The production actually surprised me for the better. I was nervous. This is, I would say, skip list, but like wish list, I'd probably skip.
Same, but I also think because of what she had said in the podcast when she was talking about the album, and she was like, yeah, we really stripped it back. We made sure that it was only really songs that like were important, that I cared about. Like we weren't doing anything extra, not putting too much in it. Like we kind of tightened it up. I do think it's very polished. Polish is a very good way to describe it, because not that it's polished that in, it's better songwriting or it's better production even, I'll say, because it's very different production from what I've heard from her. But it just,
Yeah.
it feels very cohesive and just well-rounded, and it just kind of all connects itself to each other, I feel like. And I don't know.
For sure.
I loved it.
I will say this, if you didn't like Midnight Torture Poets or 1989, you would, or Reputation, you would probably not like this album. But this album is killer to me, and it's almost freaking skipless besides that one song for me. And even that song, I think I would let it play. The writing and the not storytelling, because it wasn't really a story, it was just like a mood. It felt like backstage, like it literally felt like if Taylor was backstage with her crew, or not even like crew, but like, you know, crew, like friends, like the people who be backstage with Taylor in those final moments. It felt like the things that she kind of, you know, tells them or goes through, whether that's her boyfriend, her mom, a cousin, her best friend, her stagehand, like it doesn't matter. Like it kind of just feels like that same continuous diary pour that Torture Poets gave, but in a more concise feeling in, you know, The Life of a Showgirl. Because I feel like The Life of a Showgirl gave that feeling that she had inside, but a more happy feeling and uplifting feeling. And she was able to be like, okay, now that my heart's happy, like I have direction. Like I can actually pinpoint why I feel this way. And I can also direct certain things at certain people with intention, you know?
Yeah.
This album just had so much freedom and so much liberation in terms of like how Taylor feels now versus some other albums in the past. We got some storytelling in here as well, which I loved. Some vulnerable moments, some, you know, rejoiceful moments coming from Taylor. We got a little sass coming from Taylor. We had cringy Taylor. Like, it just felt like Taylor in her happiest form to me. It doesn't need approval. It kind of just exists, and that's one of my favorite things about it. So no, it's not flawless, but it's Taylor at her most free and most loved self for sure.
Yeah, top to bottom, honestly, even including Wishlist, I think it was phenomenal. I think it was perfectly title track, and just the title of the album in general, I think it summed it up perfectly. The life of a showgirl. It didn't necessarily scream, oh, this is what's on when I'm on stage and this is how I'm happy and things like that, but like you said, the backstage, like it gives that sort of feeling. It feels a bit more personal. I liked that she had a few little disses in here because, you know, it gave some truth, which I feel like we don't often get. Or
it gave some like perspective, I would say.
Perspective for sure, and just a bit of insight into how she feels about certain situations.
And as for the backlash, honestly, I think people are doing too much. The album isn't about politics. I think it's about growth and sort of finding joy again.
After you had your, you know, your claim track, what would be your top 3 right now?
Are you fucking asking me
I'm
that?
asking,
I can't.
I'm putting you on the
No,
spot.
that's
Pick
not.
3.
I can edit that in, but I can literally not do that right now.
Pick 3 right now.
Oldest daughter would.
I already know mine.
I'm not even gonna lie. I think I think Elizabeth. Yeah, no, wait, you're right.
Opalite,
Eldest
actually
daughter,
romantic,
and Wood for me.
And Wood, yeah. Or I'd say Ruin the Friendship is an honorable mention.
Wait,
that
so
one's
which
really
ones
good.
of yours?
Opalite, I can't choose 3. Let's do 5. Okay, Opalite, Eldest Daughter, Ruin the Friendship, Actually Romantic, and Wood.
Honey, Wood, Actually Romantic, Eldest Daughter, and Opalite. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys are watching here on YouTube, make sure you hit that sub button. But more importantly, leave a comment telling me how you guys like this album, and if you guys like this album. I don't know if you like this album, and if you're a hater here, you know, get the fuck out. Share with your friends. If you guys wanted to support me and my channel, I do have a Patreon you can join. Like I said, you can unlock music videos, tours, uncut album reactions, the Discord Swifty channel. Go follow my TikTok. I often upload little reaction clips that are from Patreon on there. My Spotify weekly rotation playlist will be down below. My PO box will also be down below. You guys have sent me so many things, like friendship bracelets, which I have. I mean, it's probably blurred out, but I have friendship bracelets back there, signed folklore CDs, vinyls, merch. You guys have sent me so many different, you know, little things. The Eras Tour confetti, like there's so many different things, and I really appreciate those things, and I keep those things. I keep everyone's cards and literally everything I keep. But yeah, thank you guys for just the journey as a whole. And this album rollout has been so fun with you guys. If you were thinking about, what do I say?
If you were even thinking about subscribing.
And if you were thinking about subscribing, you're already here. So you might as well stay for a while, bro. Goodbye.